Welcome back to Discussions with Dr. G. I'm your loyal, sarcastic, cat-loving nurse professor and narrator, Dr. G. We are back to continue our community health journey, and today we are going to tackle the question that makes or breaks every teaching moment. What actually makes learning happen in nursing? I mean, seriously, if I had $1 for every time someone assumed education is just, talking at people and watching the light bulb turn on, I'd probably be retired, crocheting in some sunroom somewhere. And let's be real, there really is a big difference between education and learning, especially in community health. So education is what we do as nurses. We plan, we modify, we deliver information, trying to reshape what someone knows or believes or can do. But learning, that's another deal. That's what the client does. It's actually them absorbing and applying what we're flinging at them, probably while their kids are running around in the background or they're stressed out about their rent, right? I think nurses sometimes miss how genuinely hard real learning is. I mean, we love checklists, we love PowerPoints, but in practice, most clients take time. Learning's messy, it's gradual, and people hit roadblocks. Let me embarrass myself for a second. The first huge lecture I gave at the university, I'd prepped for days, had these animated slides, even put a cat meme in for good measure. Nothing. I kept thinking, they'll just get it because I'm excited. Spoiler, they did not. So whether you're dealing with new nursing students or talking to parents about vaccines or even diabetes, it's not enough to dump info. We have to get what to teach, how to teach, and honestly, when to stop and listen. That's really where the change kicks in and sticks. Okay, so if education isn't just throwing info at the wall and hoping some of it sticks, what does work? Well, let's nerd out on learning theories for a minute, because theory might sound dry, but it's basically a buffet of strategies. So cognitive theory, for starters, it's big on how people think, reflect, and make connections. Like if you teach food label reading by having people actually stop and think through, if I buy this, what does that mean for my blood sugar? It sticks better than just reciting the facts. Now, behavioral therapy, you got to think sticker charts and little doses of positive reinforcement. Sometimes a donut coupon actually does motivate someone, and there's no shame there. Social learning's another winner. People watch what others do, especially in tight-knit communities. You want folks to start checking their blood pressure? You show a respected local doing it. Experiential learning? That's my personal favorite. It's do the thing. Don't just read about it. Let your client actually inject saline into an orange before giving it anywhere near themselves. Then there's transformative learning, the deep stuff. Someone reflects on what's not working. Maybe they decide to completely rethink their habits. Humanistic theory rounds it all out. Everyone learns best in a safe, supportive space, not one where they feel dumb for asking basic questions. But let's not forget learning styles, right? Not everyone's going to learn how to draw up insulin by hearing about it. Some need to see diagrams, others listen to you, some need the handout. And let's face it, a lot of folks need to just poke that orange or practice with a pen. It's why Bloom's taxonomy matters too. If you're aiming for the cognitive domain, great, get them thinking and analyzing. But don't forget the emotional side, the affective domain. Why should they care? And the psychomotor, can they actually do it? Let's get into change models, stuff like the health belief model or the trans-theoretical model. Every diabetic client in an under-resourced neighborhood is on their own stage. I don't think diabetes is a big deal, all the way to, I bought a measuring cup for rice. Is this progress? Meet them where they are. If they feel at risk, see benefits and barriers. Seem manageable. They'll change. If not, you got to get creative or just be patient. It all boils down to mixing methods, matching your approach to your clients, and above all, being flexible. A good way to start is always to ask them how they learn best. So, how does this all land out in the real world? Let's talk about health literacy, because if your client can't understand you, nothing else matters. And it's way more than just, can you read? Can you process? Can you understand? Can you actually use this? Folks with low health literacy aren't just those with less schooling. It could be older adults, people with different backgrounds or languages, basically anyone feeling overwhelmed. We need to use plain language, repeat ourselves without sounding snarky, provide lots of visuals, videos, demos, whatever works for them, and always have them do some kind of teach back. If they can't explain it or show it to you, they really don't know it. It's not patronizing, it's practical. Community voice is a whole other game changer. When you bring people to the table through listening sessions, focus groups, these chaotic but enlightening town halls, you find out what actually matters and what's getting lost in translation. Honestly, I learned this the hard way. We once put together a health fair and totally ignored what parents asked for. Simple flyers, kid-friendly stuff, right? We had fancy posters and speeches and almost nobody showed up, except 2 very confused grandmas and a guy sampling all the snacks. If you don't really engage folks, especially those from underserved communities, you're going to miss the mark and sometimes reinforce mistrust. At the end of the day, making education stick is all about meeting clients where they are, not where they wish they'd be. You plan, you listen, you adapt, and you accept that sometimes it doesn't land the first or second time. That's teaching and learning in real community health. Okay, that is my soapbox for today. I'll see you next time where we'll know, maybe pull off a perfect analogy, but probably not. Keep learning, keep laughing, and keep listening to your clients. I'll catch you later.